My name is Mitchel and I am a creative. I love music, making music, writing music. I'm also a professional in the digital media space, and my craft right now is growth management at a telco. Looking at investments as a whole, I've done quite a few investments. Property has always been one of the investments that is top of my list of things I'd want to acquire, and I think my creative mind looks for different opportunities where I'm able to invest in things that are more long-term. What are some of the challenges in finding investments? In Nairobi, and there's always Nairoberry. I've been unfortunate in the past where I invested and that didn't go as planned. I don't want to mention names, but that fell through, or it didn't go as I'd planned, and I think from then I've had to make very, if I can call them, careful investments. I'd really been thinking about investing at the coast actually, and someone just approached me and told me there's this investment, I'd like you to check it out because I've seen it before. And then I also saw some advertisements out there talking about the residence. I think at the time I wasn't too sure because I had my sight set on getting property in Diani. I still do, but I thought for me to get something that will give me cash flow in the next year or so, I was also really looking for a place where I can realize that dream. And yeah, I think Emayian came out as a viable option. And I think after being taken through what the dream and the vision was, that made me a bit more interested. And I found with the location and the environment, I saw it as a good place, affordable, and a good place for me to be able to make that investment. So I think that's how I landed here. What stood out to me the most when I first saw Emayian? I think mostly the dream, the vision, being shown the vision on paper, and then having a view of that now on the ground, looking at the showrooms and seeing the finishing and that kind of thing. And I think the best visions are the ones where once you immerse yourself in it, then you can also visualize yourself in that vision or in that dream. I think when I inserted myself into the experience of some of the homes that I've seen, at least the show home, I could see myself living in a place like this. And I think if I can live in a place like that, then someone else will appreciate the lifestyle there as well. The Chanza team has been very professional. I think that's the word that stands out in terms of just taking me through the process and the vision, but also being very intentional with giving me a lot of information in terms of this is what the expectation is. This is, and I think a good example of that is in terms of the payment terms. That's flexible as well, and things like what would you prefer in terms of where you're investing in, and any future considerations. I think they're put on the table as well. I had a lot of questions before I bought, and that was partly, can I make a bigger investment even after making the initial investment? because I thought maybe if I come to some money in the future, can I upgrade and that kind of thing. And they offered me the different options available. And I thought that was really professional, but also forthcoming of them. What would I say to someone who wants to consider investing here? I'll be your neighbor, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I think just looking at the environment, looking at the opportunity, why not? It's a good investment. It would be really good to have a young family coming in if you don't necessarily want to live here. I've seen some of the facilities around. They look pretty decent. Seeing there's a church, I'm a church-going human being. So seeing the availability of some of those facilities and some of those areas where I can get to engage and interact with, I think is worth my while. So I think it would be worth someone else's while as well.